So here's some neat little pro tips. A pro tip means something that not everybody gets, but the people that get, it's way effective, okay? So, I make the technique, let's see. Yeah, I make the technique this one. 1, 2, right? He's moving with me, by the way. I kick and he grabs. Now, when he goes to throw this knee, I could do this. No matter how hard Joel knees me, this will not hurt him. Does that make sense? Now, I could be here when he throws it, I could do this. You see how I'm throwing my elbow right into his quad? Now, I'm going to tell you that in some cases they're going to hit a little low on the forearm, won't hurt him much. It's still better than this. But when you catch him with the point of the elbow on the top of the quad and they're driving as hard as they can, what do you think happens to the quad? Right? You can at least injure them a little bit, make it sore, but ultimately you might hit right on that muscle, you might deaden that leg, which is pretty great. Here's what I want you to do. I want Joel to get his elbows ready. He's going to polish them up for me. Right? Now, when I do this, he doesn't even have to look. He just has to feel about where I am and see if he can get those elbows onto the thigh. Right? Now, if he tries with his hands, it doesn't hurt me a bit. It enables me to really try to drive into it now because I'm not afraid of hurting myself. Does that make sense? Try that. You don't have to drive your knee into their elbows as hard as you can, but if you feel it and you're like, it doesn't hurt, go ahead and throw a little harder. Then you're like, it still doesn't hurt. Go ahead and swing away. They will block with that elbow. Oh, by the way, and if they can't, say, it's not working for me, I'll be glad to work my elbows on them. Right? Give it a try. Go. Tip. Yeah. Another pro tip. Let's see. Let's get Lyndon and we'll get Lyndon and Caleb out here. Sure. All right. Now, Lyndon, your job is to hold Caleb in this stable grip and make him break. If he tries to do, this is what I see somebody do. He grabs, and I see some of you guys go like this. Well, I got you now. You really don't. Right? There's a technique. So Caleb's going to try to blade and drive his shoulder forward, and Lyndon's just going to make a firm grip. He's not going to just let him do it. He's going to make a firm grip because he wants to continue to grip and continue to hold. If Caleb breaks his grip, he has no choice but to defend now. And Lyndon doesn't want to defend. Lyndon wants to hold the grip. All right. So, ready, Lyndon? Sir. Now, don't punch Lyndon in the face making your chain. That happens. You shove his hand forward. Sometimes you catch somebody in the lips. All right. Ready? You got it? Sir. Ready? Go! All right. Freeze. Now, you might notice that, again, he's now got the inside grip. Now, hold tight. Lyndon, he doesn't have to use a bunch of muscle. He has to use his body. He's going to drive one shoulder, turn his body sideways, and drive in. Now, he gets the other hand and drives in. Now, he pulls in, and Caleb now doesn't have the inside grip. Does it make sense? Sure. All right, let's do it in kind of real time. All right. Just start from the grip. You break, then you break. Go. All right. Does it make sense? Sure. All right. So again, you guys will notice that if Caleb grips me and he's got me, for me to even lift my head this way, I'd have to lift his whole body. I mean, he's really putting the downward pressure on me, right? There's obviously other things I can do in self-defense, but I got to decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the left leg slightly forward, which means I'm going to drive with this hand. Now, he wants to keep me close. But my tricep is way stronger than both biceps because I turn my body. Then I get this hand in. Then I make the gable grip and I pull it. Now, he should not be able to lift his head. If he lifts his head, I'm not holding him. I pull him. He lifts his head. I got it. And now I can drive the knees. Does that make sense? So he starts to lift and it doesn't work. But what he does do is he drives that one arm. Now what? Head comes right up. Hold on. I'm stronger than that, aren't I? Nikki shook her head. I don't think she shook her head. Like, you're not strong enough. Pull him in. Caleb's only 15. I should be able to hold him. When you're ready, so go. really was trying. And if you don't believe me, one of you guys can grab the young buck and, you know, you can try. The thing is the nature of this mechanic is that you've got great potential for power, and me here, not so much. However, if I can break your balance and drive these knees, I can hold this long enough, then I'll get my knees off. Pro tip number 2, do that. Hold, drive, go.